We're at arguably the hardest track on the calendar, and if that's not bad enough, we're stone dead last, and it's a wet qualifying and a wet race. Oh boy. Hey everyone, it's M4J here, and welcome back to M4JVelocity Racing here on F1 Manager 2024. We are at Suzuka in Japan. We've finished P1, P2, P3. I can show you the results actually for those. So P1 is the one you saw. We came 17th and 19th. P2, I simmed it and we came 17th and 18th. Just remember, practice times don't actually mean anything when you see that we're 2.5 seconds slower than the top. And then P3, which I also simulated, we came 17th and 20th. Not great. 3.1 seconds off the pace here as well, which is really not great. We're now into qualifying. And of course, it's a wet race. It's going to be heavy rain here in qualifying, and it's going to be a very wet looking Sunday as well. As it happens then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send my drivers out for 2 flying laps with a cool down lap in between, no additional fuel. We're going to stick them on inters because I believe the track right now, 1.47, so anything between 1 and 4 is inters. We're not going for full wets. So we're going to do the same with both drivers here. Hopefully we're not going to run out of sequence because that would be annoying. And we're just going to go. We're going to manage the session. And we're going to see how well this works for us. Now, the first thing we're going to do is send our drivers out almost instantly here, so they can get a time on the board. Now, of course, if the track does dry out, our DRS is enabled, which tells me that it might actually be drying out now. But we'll get some times on the board now, and then we'll see how this works for if the track's actually going to get drier or not. If it does get drier, then of course we'll go out again. We might even cancel the second run and just bring them in after the first. 1.44 though, which is still into weather. Yeah, they're all on inters. Everyone's on inters. So I don't think we're missing a trick here. I definitely missed a trick in Australia with how just tyres work in general. Basically, I forgot that the tyre temps were a thing this year, even though I reported on tyre temps being a thing this year. And I just told them to blast around the track as fast as they could in the wet, and ended up burning through a full set of wet tyres in, I think it was 10 laps, which is not how it's meant to happen at all. It's one of the reasons why I want these race episodes to be their own thing, because I feel like we're going to have a lot of instances where I'm going to be like constantly pausing the game, trying to get the optimum setup, trying to make sure that tyre temps are being controlled and engine temps are being controlled and things like that. So I'm sure there'll be a lot of times where the episode might even cross over an hour. I'm just taking screenshots again as we drive around. Gotta remember, I can't take like 20 screenshots before we even hit the race. But I mean, this car is so pretty. Why would you not take screenshots of that? Come on, man. Gorgeous thing. The livery editor in this game, there are some things I would change on it still, but in terms of the amount of freedom you have compared to Codemasters F1 games, that is a huge upgrade. Huge upgrade. Very happy. I'm also just conscious of the fact that we are going very slow. So I've got the McLaren right behind me. Some people might take a screenshot here and make it look like that, you know, we're actually racing the McLaren and beating them. That someone would be me. Now obviously we are a slow car, but we got out ahead of them on track. So at this point, really, them trying to overtake us is just poor form. Who is that? Is that Lando? Oh, he's going to get me up the inside of this. Oh. I think, yes, that was Lando. We can check. No, it's Piastri. Ah, okay. Piastri is not normally one for doing that sort of thing, so I'm a little bit disappointed in him, but then I've got to remember it's not the real Piastri. Zach with a purple second sector. Oscar's probably going to take that off us in a minute. Yep, he appears to have. We're now getting a nice slipstream off him, though. We might be a bit too close, mind. Out of 130R, coming up to the final chicane. Round and around. So right now, O'Sullivan is fastest. It says outlap. He's not on an outlap, he's on a cooldown lap. It would be nice if I could actually see what their times were. We have no idea. And now I think we might have been out of sequence there, but that's fine because I believe everyone else is coming back in and we're doing a second run. We've got less fuel now, so we should go a little bit faster. It's whether or not the tyres are in a good position. So they're on automatic control right now. Zach's done a yellow first sector, so this is backfired slightly. Mick's probably going to do the same. No, Mick's gone green, actually. That's good. So we need to find 4/10 somewhere. If we can find 4/10 off Mick, we could actually survive this. If the rain gets heavier, which it appears to be, because the track is now damper than it was before. How's Zach's second sector? We don't know yet, because he's still coming down the back straight. I think that green... Oh no, it's halfway down the back. Well, that's a weird place to put a sector line. He's gone yellow anyway, but Mick could go green again. And he has. That's good. That's done his confidence good as well. I can't remember where confidence is on this. I thought it was here. It is here. How's your confidence? Yeah, actually, your confidence is pretty good too. So Zach's P18. Mick's coming around the final corner now. Where are we at? 21. He didn't improve. How did he not improve with 2 green sectors? Did he have that much of a shambolic final sector?
Copy.
I don't know. That feels like it's a bit bugged as well, actually. Not sure I like that. So run plan. We're going to go back to 1 lap here. Tyres. We'll slap on some new inters. And you're ready. 1 lap. Okie dokie. How are we doing for time? I think it's when the next lot come out. I feel like they're going to come back in still. I hope. Yeah. So when Hamilton and that lot come out again, that's when we'll go. And Perez. Or has Perez come out? Perez has just come out. There's Bottas. There's Sainz. Piastri. Okay, I think now is a good time to hit the track. We'll send Mick out first. And we'll send out Zach. Looks like that exploit then with the confidence does still work. Where if you send them out on slow and then beat their sector times, they get more confidence. Not sure how I feel about that. It is definitely an exploit. Oh, crash involving multiple cars. Not one of ours. It's an Alpine. And a Sauber. That's fine. Oh, he locked up, sideswiped the Sauber.
What the was that, honestly? Oh.
That sounded like Ocon to me. Straight into the pit lane.
And clearly then, not what everyone in the garage would have wanted to see.
Uh-oh. Yeah. He's done goofed there as Ocon. That is Ocon's fault. He locked up. He locked up. And it's being investigated. It was Zhou as well. No penalties given. Okay. Where should we ride? Should we ride here with Mick and see what he can do? Comes to the end of the pit straight. Round into turn 1 and 2. Now the track is still damp, so it's not slicks weather yet. Not a chance. 1.2, so it is drier than it was earlier. Could that mean we go faster? Mick definitely needs to go faster. He's 3.5 seconds off Verstappen. It could just be that the car is so heavy right now. So weighed down. That's a green first sector though for Mick. Zach's behind and he's gone green as well. Question is he a second faster? Because that's basically what we need to do. We need to take a second off both of our times to get through at this point. Otherwise we're starting dead last. But a wet race, so anything can happen. And we come up to the spoon. Yellow flag. Where's the yellow flag? Hopefully not ahead of us. If we had to slow down there, that's bad. That was a green flag there. Sergeant lock up on turn 11. Okay, I don't think that affected us. Nope. He's gone green again. Here comes Zach. He's gone green too. 130R, nicely done there. That looks like that might be Sergeant ahead of us there. Traffic, yeah. Was he impeded though? I don't think he was. Around the last corner, that's green. Oh, he squeaked it right now. Zach went green, green, green too, but I don't think it was enough. So he's 2.9 seconds behind. I think Mick's going to get knocked out because pretty much the world and their dog right now are about to come round. Although saying that, no, they all took the checkered flag. Okay, so Mick has squeaked through. Wasn't expecting that. Zach's out in 18th, but there's 22 on the grid, so he's not starting last. Okay. A little bit faster and he could have made it. Albon, O'Sullivan, Guan Yu, Ocon, Gasly, and Sargent all out in Q1. We somehow make it through to Q2, which is pretty big. I guess it's wet enough now for full wets. Yeah, 4.3, definitely. So we're not going to change anything here. I think we're just going to do the one lap as well. There's no point playing silly buggers at this point. So we'll just go with what we've got here. Track conditions are now wet. Any movement? DRS enabled though. That can't be right. That cannot be right. That has to be a bug, right? You can't declare the track wet and then enable DRS. No one's going out. Right, here we go. First car's out on track, so now we go out too. He was held in the garage there because of cars coming past. Here we go then. Might get a nice slipstream off whoever that is in front. That is Alonso. I was about to say, who the hell's number 14? I know who number 14 is. I know all the driver numbers. He says. So yeah, it's sopping wet out there now. 4.35 millimeters. So this is the number you're looking at over here. There's no grip. There's no rubber on track. It's all been washed away. All that hard work that we did laying down rubber in the practice sessions has all now gone. Not ideal. 85% chance of rain right now. And that's the case for the next 4 minutes. And it's actually quite cold. 13.3 degrees Celsius. Not the best conditions, to be honest. I'd rather be sat inside than out driving a race car. But these guys are more dedicated than I am. Let's ride on the T-cam for this one. So here comes Mick then. He's actually got pretty good track position. Saying that, out comes whoever that is. It's an Alpine, I think. And pretty certain he hit him then. That definitely looked like contact, but that could just be the game being the game. Main thing is, I think that has actually thwarted us quite massively, and it's not my fault. There's nothing I could have done about that. I put him out in what looked like a good position. Someone's just come out of the pit straight in front of him and didn't get out of the way. Green first sector, but this is his first sector of this session anyway, so it doesn't mean anything. Up to the hairpin. It's a bit like he aquaplaned a stretch there. Sounds like he's getting decent traction. I'm also not convinced that I've got the right livery on the car here. Looks like I've got the default one again, so I might have to reload it and see if it is this one. I'm pretty certain it isn't though, because I'm pretty certain there's more company colours on here than there are team colours, which I don't remember doing it that way. It's another green sector. Just thinking what that does for his confidence. Yeah, his confidence has dropped again, so it does reset between sessions as well. pretty tidy through there. Stays off the curves, does he? It looked like he turned into a corner that didn't exist there. Round the final corner then. 141.6, and he's done a 142.8.
Understood.
By the looks of it. Bit slow. Bit slow. He's going to drop like a stone in a minute once the others go out. Although in terms of the first runs, I don't think he can actually drop into the relegation zone right now. Right, track's changed to damp. So while it's changed to damp, I'm going to put him out on a set of inters. Is it going to stay damp though? Yes. And I think he'll go a bit faster. This might lift him out of trouble a little bit further. This is where wet conditions can actually play into your hands, because suddenly things change. So he's out on track all by himself right now, is old Mick. Right on here. Just want to see what his first sector time is. If it's not faster, then this is backfired clearly, and we've just wasted a set of... Well, not really set of tyres, because we're reusing tyres, but we've wasted fuel. Purple. There you go, see? From this alone, then, we could actually squeak through to Q3. Depends what everyone else does. Up to the hairpin. Why no one else is coming out right now, though, when the track is drying out? It's a mystery. I don't think the AI is quite that clever yet to work that sort of thing out. Oh, they're all coming out now. Depends what tyres they're on. They should all be on inters. The AI is smart enough to work that out. Let's just snap that as well. Kind of want a shot that makes it obvious that this is Suzuka, but from on the car. Oh, another purple. That's good. 130R is the best place to do that, particularly with the Ferris wheel. I always feel like the Ferris wheel is a signifier, even though quite a lot of tracks have Ferris wheels now. You just look at that and you think, oh, that's Suzuka. Around the final corner. Mick, you've done a good job here, mate. And that is first. He's 1.7 seconds ahead of Sonoda in third as well. 4.7 ahead of Sainz. 6.3 ahead of Hamilton. Alright. I don't think we're going to have time to do another run ourselves. No, and there's yellow flags as well, so that might have compromised some of the drivers behind. Stroll had a little spin. Do we watch that? Let's watch that. Could be fun. There's a Mercedes gone off track there as well. I think that was deliberate though. I think that was the AI getting out of the way. Mick's third, guys. Fourth now. But he's through. Yeah. Through in 8th. Okay. I did not have money on us getting through to Q3 today. That's actually a very, very good result. He was only... Oh, he was 4 seconds. 4.5 seconds off max there. So it must have really dried out at the end. But we are through. What can I say? And it looks like we're on full wets again. Yep. The one flying lap is fine. Let's go. And again, we'll send him out. Do you send him out now or do you wait? Track conditions change to wet. Let's see what it says about DRS. Yeah, it says enabled again. Definitely says enabled. Anyone else coming out? Anyone else braving it? No one's coming out. Literally no one's coming out. Why is no one coming out? Do you know what? We'll come out then. We'll be the first ones out. I'm just going to fast forward this run. They're going to all come out in front of me now, aren't they? And they're going to compromise my run. Oh no, okay. Oh, we got out just ahead of Leclerc. Oh, he's gone wide. Or he's hit something. crashed on turn 9. What have you done, Mick? What have you done? Oh, you hit the barrier.
I don't know what to say. I'm very sorry about that.
Oh, Mick. Major damage to the rear wing, major damage to the suspension, minor damage to the chassis. Well, if he can finish the lap, we'll let him do that. He's got a huge chunk of his rear wing missing, mind. Yeah, he's running wide on every corner.
I just went into quick. Ah, so annoying.
So I'm thinking right now that we're not actually going to have time to do a proper run, purely because there's only 3 minutes left and he's got lots of damage. So we need to fix the car before the race starts, which means we're probably going to have to take grid penalties. Although I don't know if you do grid penalties for wings and chassis and things. Chassis, yes. You probably would actually for a chassis, but you wouldn't for the wings. But right now he is fastest, but it's a 151.2. Which I think is the worst lap that's ever been recorded in an F1 car around Suzuka. And they're all going out now on intermediates, no doubt, because the track has now gotten drier. Yes. Well, I'm going to do the repairs now. Yeah, I can't change the side pod, not side pods, chassis, and what was the other thing that was damaged? Pause a sec. I don't actually think I can see what's broken. But we're going to have to change the chassis, oh my god, I keep saying chassis. We're going to have to change the rear wing. Is this the new rear wing? Hang on, hang on, hang on. No, because you can only do like-for-like changes. So we can't actually fit the new front wing right. Rear wing. I can't even remember what he's broken. It's so annoying. Ay, ay, ay. So yeah, I think Mick's going to take a massive grid penalty here. Which is annoying because he qualified 9th. Nico didn't actually go out in Q3. So we arguably could have done something there. But...
It won't be long before we get underway here.
okay, so that looks like a dry start to me. No water on track. Light rain forecast, but we don't know when. Partly cloudy. Right, so you... yeah, you need a new chassis, which you've now got. And you also need a new suspension. And I've also just seen the state of your engine and everything, and I forgot to swap the engines out for and the gearbox. Forgot to swap those out for practice because that's something else you're meant to do. Okay. So this is your strategy right now. Don't know if I like this. What I would do is, let's do this, and then we're going to do this. So we'll start you on softs, we'll run you on a normal run plan up to here. Actually, we'll start you on mediums, and we'll take you to like lap 15, and then if we scooch this back, if that's when the rain's due, that works out kind of well. For safety, if I move this back a little bit, then if the rain doesn't come in immediately, then we can roll with it. You, I feel like we do the inverse. I feel like we start you on hards and swap you to mediums and basically do the same thing. So you'll come in on lap, this is 20, which I feel it's really early, but it might have to be. And then lap 36 you swap to the inters, but again, if we move it back to like lap 35, just gives us a bit of leeway, you know. So lap 15, lap 20, and then you come in on 33 and you come in on 35. I guess we're just going to go with this and see how it goes. Mick is still starting 9th. Despite the damage. How are your parts? Yeah, your engine and gearbox are a lot better, but I think that's because Mick's done 2 extra qualifying sessions that Zach hasn't. Alright, looking at the time, we need to get this race started. Here we go then.
Welcome back, everyone.
Skip the intro.
Get
We'll
ready.
watch the lights.
It's the Japanese Grand Prix.
3, 4, 5 red lights. And
it's lights
away you
out,
go. Pause.
And away we go.
Always defend. Aggression high. We'll swap back to that. And then you always defend. Aggression high. And we'll swap back to that. Let's ride on board with Mick for this opening section of the race. We'll just quickly grab a screenshot of that as well. And also, I guess we don't have the zoom in yet. It's not a bad one though. Mick's already lost a place. That's not a good start, is it? I feel like it's just the car's too heavy. Although he's going around the outside here of Lando, possibly. Oh, he's forced wide. That's not gone well, has it? Could just tell you to full-on deploy at the start here. See what that does. We won't bother with Zach telling him to deploy. Okay, well we're keeping Ricciardo behind for now. We haven't lost touch completely with Lando, who is being held up a little bit by Hulkenberg. It's whether or not... That was a bit tight coming in there. Oh wow, that's a good shot actually. There we go. Right, when's the rain due? 5%, 3 minutes. Do we trust it? That's the big question. What are you complaining about already? Aerodynamics. Oh, it's the underfloor. Got minor damage to the underfloor. So, I assume if we get overtaken constantly, then we can just blame that on the damage. Zach's losing places like there's no tomorrow. What would be awesome is if we could capitalise on the rain coming in. If we pit early. DRS is currently enabled. Stroll for now is stuck behind. It might not be for long. Here he comes. And he's got the inside line. Why would you defend on the outside going into turn 1 at Suzuka? That makes no sense, Mick. Now you're going to have to switch back to neutral. So we've fallen out of the points already. Started 9th. We're now 12th. We're probably going to lose another place to Russell in a minute because he's right behind us. And then it's Ricciardo, and then it's Magnussen, and then it's Albon. Then it's Piastri. These are all cars that have the ability to get past us without even trying. We are so screwed. There goes Russell. I don't think this is as bad as Australia still, because that one was atrocious. But this still isn't great. And he's just locked up. Let's watch Zach for a bit. Well, he's come to a standstill. And he's got a car on his inside, which is Sargent. So now Zach's last. It's a bit frustrating, I'll admit. Bit frustrating. But again, we'll keep an eye on the weather. We're coming up to the possibility of the rain starting. Mick's got a mechanical issue. It's his gearbox. We're going to have to tell him to avoid high-risk curbs to potentially avoid damaging the gearbox further. Zach, meanwhile, is fine. Yep, he's all good. So we might get a little taste here of the new random mechanical failures. It's not so random in this case. We are fully aware of the fact that he had a bad gearbox coming into this. Entirely my fault. He has also just lost a place to Magnussen, so he's now in 15th. But again, we'll keep an eye on the weather. We'll speed up time for a little bit. 4 minutes, still no massive amounts of rain. Yeah, Mick's just dropping like a stone now. Yellow flag, that was Zach running wide on turn 1.
You can take a look now. Now we're watching the action closely here, and that's where they slightly run off the track.
That's not the
Perhaps
worst.
a little lapse in
Looked
concentration.
like he still had 2 wheels on the track. Sergeant's spun. Oh, Sergeant's behind us now. Oh, there you go. Still no rain. And yeah, Mick's now right down in 20th with Zach just behind. Still no rain. That was my OBS going off. I don't know what that was. Something on Streamlabs. Whoa. You've just locked up. That could be a good screenshot as well.
Things
Let's see if I
are all
can...
right here. The wheels just lock up there. They took a gamble, and it was just too
Got
late.
a couple of screenshots there. He just kept driving on the grass. Sergeant's got through again. So if you don't have to worry about O'Sullivan and Mick fighting each other. Your tyres are cold. Yeah, you need to warm your tyres up. Your tyres are good, but the lockups aren't helping. Get some heat in Mick's tyres. Still no rain. We're nearly a fifth of the way through the race. Can I see... is it here? No, it's here. Track details. Clear skies. I think we were lied to. Unless it really is coming in later on. In which case it is all about pitting early. Right, Mick's entered his pit window. Going long on these hards could be the best thing he's done, to be honest. Yeah. But we're going to wait until it's actually his time to stop. Gearbox is okay right now. I think we can tell you to get back on the curbs again. You need to get some heat in your tyres. Okay. Sergeant is now behind us again because he's pitted. Let's swap back to Mick. Yeah, so Zach's going long on his first stint. That's where these two just aren't in the same race, really. They're doing very different things. So I think we're going to switch you to hards, but we're actually going to do it on the next lap. So we'll get one more lap out of the hards. I think we can say it's hammer time on these ones now. Go deploy as well. Okay, has that done anything? Zach's actually a little bit further back now by the looks of it, so it could have done something. Yeah, he's 2.4. Okay. Track temp is 29.2. Still no sign of there being any rain. Has anyone else pitted yet? Hulkenberg's got damage. Oh, you're...
Getting worse.
I know, that's fine. Fault resolved. Not much we can do about it. Still 27. It could still conk out at 27, I suppose. So we'll tell you to stay off the curbs again. You're already in clean air, so we don't have to tell him that. Alright, Ricardo and Albon coming in for pit now. Okay. Zach's caught up again. Again, this is a good screenshot. If I just do... I like how the camera actually adjusts when you pause the game. Okie dokie. Yeah, Zach should still make it to his pit window.
Coming pit entry.
Here he comes. We'll try and get some screenshots of this as well, because it's always good to get this pit stop. We're about a third of the way through the race now. And still no sign of rain. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2.8. That's not terrible. It's all pretty good actually, all things considered. Mick's now back out in the race. He's losing time. He's losing so much time. Could well be because his tyres are cold. It could well be that this isn't getting better. So I don't know if major is linked to this or not. The underfloor damage as well. It's really not going well for us, is it? Yeah, he's not getting any better at all. It's just not happening. Oh dear. We'll tell you to get on the curves again and see if that does anything. Your tyres are now up to temperature, so we'll reduce that a little bit. Fastest lap Piastri, nice.
Yeah, copy.
Alright, I was about to say, when's your pits? Oh, wow. Oh, wait, no, sorry, you're switching to mediums. I was about to say, that's not good, but no, we're switching to mediums, aren't we? We need the rain, though, because we don't have any other tyres, really, that we can switch you on. I was going to say it's hammer time for him, but he doesn't really have much time. We could have given him one more lap, I suppose, but 2.7, that's pretty decent. He's out ahead of Mick. I think he's hunting down Ocon now. Oh no, he's just lost time as I've said that. Because your tyres are cold. Now he needs to go back to neutral. Okay, he might get Sargent. Now he's brought his tyres up to temperature. We'll reduce that a little bit. 20% of rain in 2 minutes.
Yep.
Okay, it could be happening now then. This could be it. We're coming up to the halfway point of the race. 35% chance now. And if that carries on rising, then this could be what we've trained for, people. This could be where things get a little more interesting. 50% chance now.
Yeah, copy.
They're now telling them that rain's not far away. Your gearbox dropped another percentage, but that's not the worst. All we can do right now, I'd say, is speed up time and just hope. Mick's being lapped. Oh, Ocon's got a mechanical fault. That's the thing, it's not just us. It's other teams as well can suffer from mechanical failures. Where's Zach? Zach is 21st. He's 6 seconds behind Sargent, who's 8 seconds behind Ocon, who's 2 seconds behind Zhou. If we can pit and get onto Inters quick when it rains, this could be our race. Spots of rain on the visor, says Zach. Yeah, it's starting to happen. It's starting to happen. But it's still saying a dry track, even in 12 minutes. So we just got to keep an eye on things.
Those seem to degrade a bit. Still fine to go.
How are you doing? Yeah, your tyres are degrading faster than we'd like. I don't know if that's because of the temperature, but it's within white, so it's actually within range. We're approaching your window, but it's just whether it's wet enough. We might have to go long. 0.3 right now. Still saying in 12 minutes dry track. Says, what do you believe? It's definitely raining now. God, Mick is so far behind. I think this has actually gone worse than... oh wow, that was a big spark. I think it's actually gone worse than Australia for me. Your tyres are cold. Your tyres are probably getting cold.
Copy.
You've actually got fuel to burn. Both of you. Safety car would be nice. Safety car would be ideal. Half a mil. So it's not wet enough for Inters still. But we're coming up to our pit window. Albon's got a puncture. That's going to screw him. Right, Bottas is in. Okay, so I'm seeing some on Inters. So I think we make the move. I think we make the switch.
Copy. Box and stuff.
I think they're far enough apart as well that we can double stack it. Yeah, Zach came in first anyway, so that's fine. In he comes. Shall we get some screenshots of his stop as well? That would have been a good one to get. That's annoying. Out comes a McLaren, but that's a car that's a lap ahead of us. So again, not our race. Right, let's try that. 2.9. Again, that was a bit on the slow side, but it could have been worse. Can we hunt anyone down now? Joe came in ahead of us. Yeah, we're 20 seconds behind. We need to get heat in this rubber. Okay, you need to get heat in your rubber too. Could be worse. Could be worse. Could always be worse. Oh, you're too hot now. That's going to degrade things a little bit quicker. You can probably drop down one now. Yeah, actually you could drop down again. Still hasn't reached optimum wet conditions yet.
Yeah, copy.
That's the thing. O'Sullivan is gaining on Sargent. Yeah, I think overall he's net gaining. There's 14 laps to go. I think we are just going to consistently run last in these races now. Even now, yeah, we can't chase him down. You have to do like a second a lap. And O'Sullivan's just locked up on that corner again. Mick's a minute down on O'Sullivan. You know what? I'm really tempted. Where is... It's here, isn't it? And then... Wait, where's retire the car? Is it here? Ah, there. Yeah, it's so bad. The risk of fault is high. We're going to retire Mick. And actually, just as I was making that decision, a crash happened.
Quite a crash.
Crash involving multiple cars. The Alpine in the Sauber again. Oh, something broke. The Sauber's gone for a little slide.
Contact.
That's Ocon again, right? Yeah. Was he racing Joe? Was it Joe again? Or was it Bottas this time? Who's the lucky one to have collided with Ocon again? Schumacher's retired. Yep, we know that. So it's all on Zach now. Let's go this angle. It was Joe by the looks of it, because Joe's just ahead of us here. Interesting. The fact that those two keep crashing. We might actually be able to catch Joe. Just to get an overtake in right now would be nice. Is he going to get a penalty? Yeah, they've got a penalty. Was that Joe's fault though? I'd have put that on Ocon myself. But I tend to put most collisions on Ocon. Okay, he's got a 5-second penalty, so as long as we keep this gap, we will finish ahead of Joe. Alright, not a huge amount we can do right now, so we'll just speed up time again. Track conditions has changed to damp. Finally, the inters are useful. Did anyone... they're all on inters. I was going to say, did anyone gamble and stay on slicks? But I think it was pretty obvious that it was going to rain. Zach's made a mistake again, clearly. To lose that much ground again. What's happened to you? Aerodynamics. Oh, he's got underfloor damage. Well, that'll be why. 10 laps to go. Yeah, I don't think we're doing anything here. Although saying that, we very briefly gained 2 seconds on Joe and then lost them straight away. Ay, ay, ay. Go a bit attacking on the tyres again. I think they're going to heat up pretty quick. And the time's just getting worse. And they're now overheating. So we're going to do that.
Okay, copy.
Let them cool down again. Hopefully. There we go. So it wasn't quite the wet race I was expecting. I was hoping it would start off with light rain and then get significantly wetter. Just going to do that as well. Otherwise you're not going to make it to the end. 3 laps to go. We are stone dead last. Our race is getting worse and worse and worse every single time we hit the track. Final lap. There's no point getting excited. I think we're only on like lap 50 right now. We're so far behind. We've just been lapped by Ricardo in 12th.
Over the finish line and today's winner.
And there's the checkered flag. 9 seconds behind Joe, who had a 5-second penalty. So we don't even benefit from that. Oh, track conditions changed to dry. Lovely.
Sometimes I think you just have to accept that it's not going to be
Screenshot.
your race.
It's been a very
Screenshot.
frustrating day for them, and they leave without any...
Okie dokie. Horrendous race. Absolutely horrendous. These two drivers are going to be so bored of us soon. 2 laps down. But then so was Zhou, so was Ocon, so was Sargent. But it's just utter crap. Utter crap. M4JVelocity? No, M4J snail pace more like. But yeah. Not really much else we could do. Just that's the way it goes. To get into Q3 was a huge achievement. But that crash from Mick ruined any chance we had of finishing in even the top 15. We've got side pods ready to go at least. Can we head to manufacturing or do we have to wait still? We have to wait still, don't we? Of course we do. I don't even... Can you see what you've got that's ready to go? I can't actually remember what it is. I have now remembered though that we've got to replace your parts. So we might as well just swap them like so. We can use the shit engine for practice still, I suppose. But yeah. Actually, the ERS was fine. We can do the ERS. The gearbox though we need to change. And again, we can still use the crap one. Oh, and you need a new front wing. We might as well give you the new front wing. We can't give you the new front wing. Install replacement. You're done. Okay. And then the... did you? Did I? Inspection failure risk. Why is that? No, you're fine. Why is it telling me that? I don't get it. And we have no underfloor. So actually, we could give you the new underfloor. That would be useful. I'm not sure what the risk is here. I haven't designed anything illegal. Your rear wing failed. That doesn't surprise me. Your suspension failed. And you don't have an underfloor. So again, we'll give you the new underfloor. Yeah. I can't remember what I was saying now. Something. So yeah, between episodes, I'm going to probably work on developing the car some more. See if I can queue up any other things. Do I want airflow changes or do I want cooling changes? Does it say anywhere what the favour is? No. I kind of like the airflow focus changes. I think that's a good idea. We'll see. Car development then. So yeah, I'm going to design some new parts. Going to manufacture new parts once we've got the required level. I think next time you see me then will be China, which is the next race actually. So yeah, we might get some affiliates in the car, might swap some parts around, might actually explore the game a little bit more. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series so far, drop some comments down below. Please do let me know where I'm going wrong with all this, because I would quite like to be competitive, but at the same time I like doing rags to riches, and this is definitely, we're not even the rag right now, we're the little thread that's frayed off the rag. That's how bad we are. But let me know if there's anything I can do to improve the car, the team, the drivers, all that sort of stuff. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you for your continued support. Feel free to check out my Patreon and YouTube memberships. Both are linked in the description. Besides that, enjoy the rest of your evening, and until next time, I will see you soon.